Hello and welcome to something completely different. Right now, you're listening to English, spoken at exactly the right speed for your brain to understand every single word. This is not your typical fast-paced English podcast. This is the Slow English Podcast, or as we call it, SEP. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by native English speakers talking too fast, if you've ever wished you could just slow down the world so you could understand every word, then you are in the right place. My name is Amin, and I will be your host on this journey to English fluency. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever listened to a regular English podcast or watched an English movie and felt like everyone was speaking at lightning speed? You catch maybe every third word, and the rest just flies by like a train you can't catch. Well, that ends today, because here at SEP, we believe that learning English should feel like a comfortable conversation with a good friend, not like trying to drink water from a fire hose. So what exactly is slow English? Slow English is not about talking like a robot. It's about speaking at a pace that allows your brain to process each word, each phrase, and each idea completely. Think about it this way. When you learn to drive, do you start on the highway at 100 kilometers per hour? Of course not. You start in an empty parking lot, going slowly until you build confidence and skill. Learning English is exactly the same. Most English content speaks at about 150 to 180 words per minute. That's the speed of native speakers talking to other native speakers. But research shows that English learners understand best when the speed is around 100 to 120 words per minute. That's exactly the speed we use here at SEP. We're giving your brain the time it needs to catch up, to understand, and to learn. Now you might be thinking, but Amin, if I listen to slow English, won't I always need slow English? That's a great question. And the answer is absolutely not. Here's what happens when you listen to slow English regularly. First, your brain starts to recognize English word patterns more easily. When words come at you slowly, you can hear where one word ends and another begins. Second, you build confidence. Instead of feeling lost and confused, you start to feel, hey, I understand this. I can do this. Third, your vocabulary grows naturally. When you hear new words spoken clearly and slowly, your brain has time to store them properly. And finally, and this is the most important part, you develop what we call English thinking patterns. Let me explain what I mean. So, what can you expect from the Slow English podcast? Every episode will be between 10 and 20 minutes long. Perfect for your commute, your lunch break, or just relaxing at home. We'll talk about real topics that matter in everyday life. How to make friends, how to order food, how to have conversations at work, how to express your feelings and opinions. But we'll do it slowly, clearly, and with lots of examples. I'll also repeat important phrases and explain difficult words as we go. Think of me as your English-speaking friend who has all the time in the world to help you understand. Because that's exactly what I am. Here's what I want you to do right now. Close your eyes for just a moment. Imagine yourself 6 months from now listening to regular speed English and understanding almost everything. Imagine yourself having confident conversations with English speakers, expressing your ideas clearly and naturally. That person exists inside you right now. SEP is just going to help you find them. Every episode, every slow, clear word, every repeated phrase is a step on your journey to English fluency. And the best part? You don't have to rush or stress or feel bad about your current level. We're going to take this journey together, one slow, comfortable step at a time. Thank you for joining me today for the very first episode of the Slow English Podcast. Next episode, we'll talk about how to think in English, and I'll share some simple techniques that will change the way you learn. Until then, remember, slow and steady wins the race. This is Amin, and this is SEP, the Slow English Podcast. See you next time.